Restorative practices, I think, a philosophical view of the world. How do we view ourselves in relationship with other people? It has to be the way that you teach in a classroom. It's got to be evident in the way that you work with a student who is struggling. It's got to be the way in which you resolve conflict, amongst staff. It's got to be at every level of the school if you believe in the importance of relationships, and it should be palpable.
I like it because we get to sit with all our friends.
If we start in the prep and kindy, then it is the circle time, which is almost the beginning of the idea of sitting in a circle, to value everybody within that circle, to make eye contact with everyone within that circle, and to listen to someone else's voice.
Hi girls, how are you all? All right. Now you know that when we sit like this, what's this called? Circle, and it's circle time.
The key ideas for circle time is to build empathy, recognition and ownership of feelings, feeling comfortable with those. So it's okay to feel like that. We all have those days. Building a toolbox in our memory of how we can solve any conflict in the playground or in the classroom together as a group, and do it kindly and respectfully.
Somebody hurt my feelings. Can we just get to this agreement where somebody likes this thing and somebody likes another thing?
Restorative, it's not a soft option. It is about accountability and moving forward in a positive way. It's not about blame or shame. It's not about judgment. It's not about holding grudges, and it's about reconciliation and repair. Every girl is a leader in Year 12, regardless of whether they have a badge or position of added responsibility, and I feel that it is a much more collaborative culture rather than hierarchical.
What were you thinking? What did you think would happen? And how do you think that person might feel? And acknowledging that we can repair that relationship. I can't think of a time actually when restorative conversations haven't been used in a really productive, positive way. Parents also acknowledge that. They may not use the same language as what we do, but when I've had parents ring me and talk about something they're worried about related to their daughter, they're certainly using language a considered approach.
One time we had a bit of a problem with the grades, that they were just bickering and they were just fighting with each other a little bit. So we decided to do like a restorative practice circle kind of thing. And so we all sat down, and Liza and I first started by saying, like, when we've had when we've had an argument, or people in our grade have had arguments, and how we kind of got through that type of thing, and we just made ourselves quite vulnerable to them, so they felt like they were on the same level as us.
It is just like one big family. They all just respect each other. The girls will go knocking on someone's door and, just integrate, so there'll be a Year 8 will just walk into a Year 12 room and chat with them.
I'm Abby.
I'm Maggie.
And I'm Mindy.
We're all in grade 12 and we're all in the Restorative Practice Committee.
So the way we teach girls about restorative practice is through the 5 Fs, which is fess up, face up, fix it, forget it, and flexibility. So the first one is fess up, and that's about admitting that there is an issue and that maybe you've done something wrong. Face up is very similar, and it's facing up to the other person's feelings and recognising the whole situation once again. Fix it is about working with everyone in the situation to really get to the bottom and get compromise or a solution that everyone is happy with. Forget it is a way of making sure that there's no residual feelings of shame left over, and so that everyone can move on. And then finally, flexibility is so that they can use all the other 4 Fs in any way, shape or form, depending on the situation.
It's not just teaching in school, but it's teaching life skills on how to deal with relationships. Just the way we do things, it's just the way it is.